What's up, everybody? Justin Hayes here from superhumanpursuits.com. I've been talking about self-myofascial release, self-massage, soft tissue work, whatever you want to label it, for the glute region, the buttocks, and dealt with the glute max, the glute medius here on the outside. And now I'm going to talk about the piriformis, which is a little muscle here, runs right on the back of the buttocks here, higher up on the hip region. And as far as this location, I would advise you to get on, Wikipedia, Google image, look it up, see where it attaches, kind of give a look-see of what you're trying to address, the angle it comes in at. This will give you a better idea of what direction to move in, to roll in when you're on this device. But to be honest, you're going to tip over into other areas, right? You're not going to be addressing just the piriformis. You're going to roll over into other muscles whenever you're using the foam roller, doing ball work. And that's okay, no big deal. As long as you don't experience bad pain, just stick with it. You're probably providing release in other areas you need it outside of the piriformis. I use a couple things in this area, my PVC roller, tried and true. You may use a foam roller, and that's just fine. This is a little bit more of a progression from the foam roller. I also have my two balls here, softball and the lacrosse ball. Softball is a progression from the foam roller, right? It's a little bit bigger. The lacrosse ball is extremely focal and hard, so it's kind of like the final progression. You get there after you feel comfortable on the rest of these devices. Kind of a bridge between these things could also be a tennis ball, so give that a whirl as well. The problem is the tennis ball collapses under pressure, doesn't really apply as much force. Let's give it, let me show you the technique real quick, and the technique is very similar for any tool you use. I have not found too many people that teach this different or any different techniques, but if you're out there, please let me know. So, left leg here is going to cross over my right knee, right? And what I'm doing here is just rolling back and forth. And my right leg, or my right arm is off the ground, as you can see, and I've kind of leaned the shift a little bit to the left. And you do need to do this to address this area. And I'll shift back and forth while I do this to kind of look for nasties, look for bad areas. And at the same time, there's another technique you can also use, is that think about this as if you were doing a stretch of the piriformis, is when if you pull this front leg a little closer and you pull this guy a little closer in, you're gonna get a different area, a little bit more of a stretch, right? And the same thing if you push this knee down or pull it up a little bit, you're gonna address different areas. So give all those a whirl. You're just looking for trigger points, any bad areas, tackle in there. So as the foam roller, PVC roller, for this area, it's going to provide a little bit of release, but you're going to need to progress. It's not something that's going to continue to provide release after 1, 2, 3 sessions. You're going to have to graduate to something a little bit firmer. My next graduation point will be tennis ball or softball. Softball, the techniques are identical, so I don't want to go through them all the way again, but think about it, you just hear again. And there's nothing different. You're tipping in and out, maybe tucking this a little bit further forward. And you can really tell the difference when you start moving around to different areas with the ball. And as I said, you're not always going to address just the piriformis. There's going to be some carryover. You'll get into different areas. No big deal, as long as you don't experience pain, as long as it's that comfortable pain, the good pain, one that you can tell release is going to happen. So that's my techniques for this area. I do use a bit of cane sometimes, just some manual work if I'm actually getting in there. But I don't have any specific techniques. I more just kind of pull, grab, look for a specific area, and spot hold there. That's it. I am very interested. If you have any better techniques for this area, love to hear about them. If not, talk to you next time. See ya.